How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here with Michael. We're gonna cover this WBA. Hold on, 1 second here. WBA super featherweight title championship. Takashi Uchiyama versus Oliver Flores from Nicaragua. And you know the fight that started straight away. And there's a Takashi Uchiyama, southpaw. Michael, what you know about him? What's your knowledge?
Uchiyama, one of the longest reigning champions in the sport, has won the WBA junior lightweight title back in 2010, has made 10 successful defenses. This is his 11th. Slow, patient guy, has a lot of power in both hands, particularly the right hand, the left hook to the body. From what I read from my sources looking up information about the fight, Asian sources suspect this to be an easy fight for Uchiyama. And the question is not just this fight, but what's potentially coming up next for Uchiyama. But he has to get by Flores first.
Absolutely, man. The third man in the ring is Luis Pardon. I done some commentary on the Fury and Arsenal fight. He was there doing that fight as well. There's a common fixture around the boxing scene. And there's Oliver Flores from Nicaragua. He's coming to strip the title. What do you know about him?
I don't know much about him. A fair boxer from the little video I've seen. But I think that Uchiyama, because of his experience and because of his overall talent, I think he should succeed in this fight. I think he will prevail. Absolutely.
Well, we're going to find out shortly, obviously. And with Uchiyama, there's some big names built up. I interviewed Michael Garcia, but Michael Garcia is moving up to 140. So that fight with Uchiyama was on the card. It's not. But Nicholas Waters' name's been thrown into the hat. So if Uchiyama gets past that, we'd love to see that one. How do you think that would fare out?
Very good fight offhand. The experience of Uchiyama, the bigger guy, a guy who can really punch, versus the skill and overall talent of a Walters, who's an ever-improving fighter. Mm-hmm. On paper, assuming that Uchiyama wins this bout against Flores, very good bout.
Okay, let's call the action now. Uchiyama likes to work off his jab. He's not the best. He's not the quickest foot. He's not like a Nui, but I think, to me, he reminds me of a Vladimir Klitschko in the olden days before, and maybe just before Manuel got him. He works off his jab, wide stance, but he's
nice little left hand right there by Flores, by the way.
Absolutely, and his right hand is detonating like a bomb, like a Syntex bomb when he lands on you. It takes a couple of seconds, and then all of a sudden a delay reaction, and down he goes usually. And I tell you what, and he's got a good left hook. Is Uchiyama, the southpaw? You're right. And Flores is coming definitely from Nicaragua. He ain't holding back, man. He's trying to work his shots, but boy, he's got a big arcs. The underdog here. And Uchiyama's all his fights have been here in Tokyo, Japan. So we see how it's going to go. Good jab by Uchiyama. Keep working the jab as referee Pardon looks on. We're here in the first round for this championship bout. And that's round one in the books. Who are you giving that round to, Mike?
Oh, I'll give it to Uchiyama. Uchiyama, he's just being a professional here. He's just surveying the scene, just trying to feel Oliver Flores out to see what punches he can land, what punches he can land on Flores here.
Cool, man. The long reigning WBA super flyweight champion, featherweight champion, is Uchiyama. Pouring with the jab. Look at that right hand. This is what I was saying about the right hand. I previously done commentary on him before when he went against Brian Vasquez from Costa Rica in that fight. A lot of people had Brian Vasquez probably going to take the championship until he got in there. He found out that wasn't the case, boy, and he got hurt. I think another fight Uchiyama might be interested in is with the Dominican fighter. What's the guy's name again? Juan? Is it Juan? You know the other champion I'm talking about?
You must be talking about Fortuna?
Yeah, Javier Fortuna. There you go. See, Michael the stats man. Javier Fortuna. How you think that would fare out, the two of them fight?
Well, Fortuna, who actually has, the convoluted situation with the World Organization, Uchiyama is the super champion, while Fortuna is the regular champion.
Yeah.
The movement of Fortuna would give Uchiyama some problems early, but I think over time, Uchiyama will catch him and find shots on him.
Yeah, I think I can see that, but like the skill set of what's his name again? What are we talking about?
Fortuna.
Fortuna would skill set would give him problems, but the power definitely not. Uchiyama, this is a big punch. As you can see, that big flooding power does really takes its toll later in rounds. He don't really.
And I love the patience right here by the champion Uchiyama, finding his time with the jab, landing the right hand straight down the middle against the southpaw Flores. I like what I'm seeing here from Uchiyama.
Absolutely, man. And you see, range is all about with Uchiyama. He uses long range. He uses long reach to get his shots off, and you don't really take much in anything coming back. As you can see, he usually goes into the fight and comes out the fight how he looks. Doesn't really take no punches. And this is what I'm saying about Vladimir used to do when he used to fight as well. Same type of thing. There's a southpaw Uchiyama. So what we have here? We have two southpaws and we have actually what's the one?
Uchiyama's the orthodox fighter here. Flores is the southpaw.
Yeah, that's correct. Flores needs to do a bit more than he's doing. And you see he's out of range here, and then Uchiyama's in range. This is Flumia. He's catching him right where he needs to be catching him. Look at that left hook to the body, digs it into
nice
the ribs.
Left to the body by the champion.
Absolutely. And there's no question that the champion means business here, and there's some big fights out there for him. As he pushed down Luis Pardon. And look at the damage on Flores' face already. Where did that come from?
Bounce over the right eye. I'm assuming from the jabs from Uchiyama.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying, man. You know, pressure bursts pipes, and you keep getting hit by the champion, and something's gonna give, man. And that's how you call that round?
Through 2 rounds, it's all Takashi Uchiyama here. He's established the distance. He's established the pace. It's all the champion right now.
Would you? I think I don't know. I think we might have to throw caution to the wind. Oliver Flores might have to throw caution to the wind and just go in there, man. He needs to get inside, and he's just basically he can't get in.
Yeah, the problem is he's using that jab and the length of Uchiyama to keep him at base so he can't get inside. If he dare steps inside, you see the right hand, you see the left to the head and body.
Absolutely, and this is what's happening, man. This is the trouble that many opponents comes and face Uchiyama, they found out. But let's talk about realistically, who's the biggest names on Uchiyama's resume?
The biggest names on Uchiyama's resume, Takashi Miura, of course, right now, who is the current WBC junior super featherweight champion.
Did he lose that fight? Did he have a fight recently, that Miura? Was it into a war?
Looking at
I think Miura lost the fight. I think he might have lost that fight against Francisco.
Who recently lost to Francisco Vargas back in November. But the biggest name right now is Takashi Miura, who he fought twice, by the way. Both times.
Yeah, that Francisco Miura fight versus Francisco Vargas against Miura was beautiful. That was one of the fights of the year. 2015, man. As we're here in 2015, I swear,
nice little uppercut right there by the champion, and a right hand, and another double right hand right there by Uchiyama.
Yeah, he doubled it up there.
Nice left hook, put him down.
Nah, I think that was a low blow, man. I don't look like a low blow.
I think it was right on the button.
I think he wants out anyway. Yeah, this fight
is over. This fight is over, EJ.
Yeah. I think I'm not too sure, man. We're gonna have to look at it in the slow mo, but I think that kid waited out, and that's the way he came out there. And Uchiyama broke him down slowly, methodically, and this is what he does. And let's look for big fights in 2016. Nicholas Waters, the Axeman, is coming. Javier Fortuna. Let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. The long reign, and you get some minimal names right now. If you get some minimal names like a Waters, Javier Fortuna, we're talking about Hall of Famer career. At this point, he's long reigning, but like any champion, you need to be tested. This is what I'm saying. Either that punch was a low blow, or he's hit him directly in the body thing, and he's grabbing his thing. We're gonna find out. I think he looked like a low blow, but he looked like he was beaten down anyway. He was beaten. I don't think he was looking a way out. He's a brave guy, but we have to see on the slow-mo to see where actually that punch landed. It looked quite low to me, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's up to the referee to decide out. But he looks well uncomfortable. Severe pain.
Yeah, he's still hurt from that shot. He looks hurt still from that shot.
Yeah, he looks in severe pain, man. That's now they're helping him up. Now he don't want to get up, man. He has to be helped up, and that's exactly what's happening. I think he's just starting to recover from it.
Yeah, we'll look at the replay.
Well, hopefully the replay should be coming now. But we're still looking at the champion, and that man retains his championship for the 11th time, the WBA Super Featherweight Championship.